Well, hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Packers Pack Attack franchise mode. 30 years. We're almost done with year 1, but first we got to play a Super Bowl because we made it to the Super Bowl in the first year under the new head coach. But before we go into that, I wanted to just take a quick look at the score from the previous episode, which was Dallas and Green Bay in the NFC Championship game, which started off slow, and Dallas had the lead, and then Green Bay took over and pretty much just ended it and did an amazing job. Great defense, great offense. Statistically, they just started creaming Dallas in the third quarter, and it was an amazing time of possessions, pretty even. Amazing game. Aaron Rodgers played phenomenal. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Took 1 sack. Look at Tony Romo, took 7 sacks in the game. So that kind of explains it right there. 1 touchdown, 1 interception for Tony Romo. The rushing, Ezekiel Elliott was off to a very great start. I mean, he was averaging 8 yards a carry almost or something like that. And then the defense just locked him down. Eddie Lacy had an 80-yard run, just boosted his average way up. Eddie Lacy, welcome back after being hurt the last part of the game. James Starks had 1 run for no yards, and no one else touched the ball. So let's see what we got for receiving here. Dez Bryant had a big game, not surprising. Dez Bryant's a beast. Kind of curious where Dez Bryant will go this year, since he is a free agent now in real life, and he's not welcome on the Packers. No. I'd rather have Jordy Nelson than Dez Bryant. We don't have Jordy Nelson either, because he's a Raider. But Jordy Nelson, 7 catches, 89 yards. Jason Witten had a good game. This is I added speed to the team, and Archer had 3 catches. And Tyreek Hill had 2 catches for 35 yards. It was good. Bryce Butler had a catch. So that was pretty good. Let's go look at the defense stats. We're just going to look at the Packers for Nick Perry, Julius Peppers, Clinton Dix. Good tackles here. Let's see about sacks. I know Julius Peppers had a great game. Look at that. Mike Daniels, 2 sacks. Clay Matthews, a sack. Kenny Clark, a half a sack. Interceptions. Who was our interception? Clay Matthews with the interception. Clay Matthews made 2 huge plays in the game. He was clutch. Some good clutch moments there. It was great. It's a great game. Much better than the Lions game was better because it was so close, but being a Packer fan, you want to see blowouts, not close games. So I'm very excited about how the game went for the Packers. Look at downs played, so you can see who played what. All right, so I'm going to switch to the next thing, and we're going to have more discussion. For how great the game was, we had 2 injuries. I haven't looked at these. This should be Devontae Adams and someone else. Let's see what we got here. Devontae Adams, ruptured disc. He's done for the year. Mike Pennell, done for the year. That's a bummer. It's a bummer. He gets pretty clutch every once in a while. Helps us out, even though he's a 76. Mike Pennell, he's just a player that on the defensive line to help spell people. Let's see. So that leaves us. Tyreek Hill is going to take his spot as the next backup over Ty Montgomery. I'm fine with that. Tyreek Hill brings speed to the game like no other player does, and that's quite awesome. So now, I was looking at the 2010 Packers season when they went to the Super Bowl and won, at the players that were on the team. And so let's see, we had Josh Sitton was a starter. Brian Bulaga was a starter. He's not a starter in my game. James Starks was a starter. Let's see, Aaron Rodgers, of course, was a starter. And Jordy Nelson was a starter. And on defense, let's see, who do you have here? Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews was the starter. He played left outside linebacker, so he's switched sides now. And then substitutes. Clay, Mason Crosby was on the team, and so was, and it doesn't matter, the punter. Whatever his name was, I don't even remember anymore. Sam Shields was a backup. He was the nickel back. He played phenomenal. And let's see, John Kuhn was on the team. He was listed as a running back and not a fullback. Huh, that's interesting. TJ Lang was not a starter. He was a backup. TJ Lang. So that's the remaining players from the Super Bowl in 2010. Oh, that's kind of interesting there. We're gonna go move on. We got Coach Craig Patterson. He's gotten 100 legacy now. He's moving up in the world, up to 100, and he's got 2,550 experience, 2,550 experience. I think, because I would like to trade players, so I think we're going to buy that. So he is now a master trade negotiator. So there we go. Congratulations. So you can see here he made his goals to make the playoffs. So he got a 1,000 XP reward, and his first year coach is in the Super Bowl, and if I'm not mistaken, that is going to be worth some legacy. Super Bowl appearance is worth 500 legacy, so he's going to have 600, and then if we win against the Patriots, he's going to have 1,000. So I wonder if it'll be 1,500 legacy or just 1,000. That would be interesting to see. Aaron Rodgers. Actually, let's look at how Aaron Rodgers stands up for leg. Oop, that was the wrong button. 1 second here. I'll go here. Switch to quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers is third on the legacy chart. John Elway and the guy he's playing is way ahead of him. 16 awards, 6 championships, 4 Super Bowls. It's 5 now, but that's amazing. Amazing. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is catching him in a sim league. So, nope, not going to happen. Not going to happen. So, here we go. We're going to advance to the Pro Bowl. There we go, simulating the conference championship game, which is funny since there was no game stuff, and we are in the Pro Bowl. There is nothing to do in the Pro Bowl. So, we're going to advance to the Super Bowl. Here we go. Simulating the Pro Bowl weekend. We're in the Super Bowl. We got some training, and we can scout some players, and go from there. So, I'm going to take a quick look at the scouting board here. All right, so let's look at our scouted players. Next year, for scouting, I'm going to do a rule change. This year I can't because I already started, but next year, rule change. I am not going to be able to scout the third skill and get where they're supposed to be drafted, the little talent marker there, the one that's the second round talent now. So what I'm going to be able to see is their first and second skill and their combine. Because you can game the system by looking at the talent round. It should make it a little more exciting to draft people that actually, when you hit someone, it's going to be, whoa, we hit them, because we're not going to know a lot of information about them. And I think it's just going to make it a little funner. It's not going to happen for a whole another year, because I already did this one. But I just think that's going to make a much better, a more enjoyable game by not being able to scout all the skills. So let me know what you think in the comments about that one, if you think that's what problems I'm going to run into, or it's just, to me it just seems like it's going to just be a lot funner that way. And I want you to notice one thing on the side there. Madden says that we're going to pick 31st, so they're saying we're going to lose the Super Bowl. Let's hope not. Let's hope we pick 32nd. Let's go Packers. Well, we're going to do some defensive training here, and while we do it, we're going to talk about the Packers. So the question I have for everyone is, how do you evaluate how the Packers ran the organization for the last 30 years? How did they do with Brett Favre, being a Hall of Fame quarterback, and Aaron Rodgers certainly being a Hall of Fame quarterback? How do you feel that they did? Do you think that they did a good job? And then, just leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think about Mike McCarthy. Do you think he is a successful coach? Or do you think that because he has Aaron Rodgers and had Brett Favre beforehand, he's not really a successful coach? What is your take on Mike McCarthy and his coaching, especially on the offense, since he calls his own plays? And let's talk about, also in the comments, you can talk about Dom Capers. Oh man, Dom Capers, and you think he got to keep his job too long, or you think that he got a fair try kind of thing? Did he get a fair shake for the time he was here? And what was your opinion of Dom Capers? And how about special teams? Remember not too long ago when basically the special teams of the Packers were basically what caused all the issues? Ooh, nice interception. So that's another one, and let me know what you think of that. I gotta change this angle. So I guess prevent a touchdown. All right, let's try to prevent a touchdown. Yay! So, and do you think? Let's see what else. Let me think. What about how? Do you think Aaron Rodgers should get a huge contract and be the highest paid quarterback of all time? What do you think about the current NFL situation? Depending on when you watch the video, leave the comment. It could be different than what it is right now. Ooh, wow, did he catch it? I hope he didn't catch it. No, he didn't catch it. Good. So, there's so much Packer, news that could be happening here. So let me know what you think in the comments of the Packers management and Mark Murphy, and just the whole thing. Whatever you want to leave, let me know. All right, I'm gonna finish up this practice and then move on to the next thing. All right, watch me practice. Oh, I'm so terrible at this. They're just driving down the field on me, no problem. I'm going to stop him. Ooh, he dropped the ball. Good. They already scored one touchdown. So hard to talk and play this game at the same time. I'm just not capable. So I saw that coming. Defense is playing terrible. I'm just going to blitz Aaron Rodgers, because that's going to work well. Hey, look at that. It worked well. So, blah, 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 blah. We got a Browns, because that was my second training camp, and like I said, the rule is 2 training camps per session. So there we go. Here we are about to spend some Eddie Lacy experience, and Eddie Lacy is now clutch. Way to go, Eddie Lacy. I hope you're clutch in the Super Bowl. You were clutch last week, so hopefully that helps you out there. Let's see what else we got for spendable experience. Not seeing too much on these guys. And Jeff Janis has 1,000 experience to upgrade his awareness, maybe a point. Maybe he can get something else. Doesn't look like it. Yep. Jeff Janis awareness went up a point. Oops. Aaron Rodgers, 3,000 isn't going to get him anything. Tyreek Hill. Give him some awareness. A couple points of awareness. There we go. Look at that. Jumped him up to a 68 with some awareness. Jordy Nelson owns everything. I mean, it's just down the line there, other than penalty and better development. So I don't think, yeah, just injury. I don't think I'm going to do anything for Jordy Nelson for experience. And then the last part of the game we're going to go take a look at the Patriots team. I wonder if he can get some clutchness. He cannot. Nick Perry is not clutch yet. So what else we got here? That's about it for that. Specialists are fine. Practice squad. I always like spending when a practice squatter gets to 1,000. So, alright, let's take a look at the Patriots and our team that we're going to face. First, we're going to look at the standings. The Patriots finished 13-3. Lots of points scored. 2 wins, 2 losses in a row. Let's see. I wonder if I can just click on it. Nope, I can't. Just going to see if I can find their record. Oh. Nope, you can't do it from here, huh? Alright, let's see what we can find. Alright, we'll just go to their roster. I can't find it and I'll have to look it up, but... Alright, top player. Rob Gronkowski. Ooh, he's going to be quite a handful. Tom Brady's a 93. 16 years of experience. His awareness is 99. Slow on his feet, but bad awareness. And they got a 92 Devin McCourty free safety. Dante Hightower. Donta Hightower. 91. Julian Edelman. And Jamie Collins. It's a Brown now. Now let's look at let's take a look at their individuals. Jimmy Garoppolo and Jacoby Brissett are the backups. LeGarrette Blount is probably really strong. Big strength. It's actually pretty fast too. 83, I think that's fast. Deion Lewis, James White. Their fullback, James Delvin. We have wide receivers, Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan, Nate Washington. It's a pretty solid. Back up Martellus Bennett. Blah, boo, Martellus. Gross. Left tackle, Nate Solskjaer's pretty decent here. Just a guy. This offensive line is not very strong. Chris Long is not. Jabal Sheard, he seems pretty solid. It's almost superstar level. Decent. Alan Branch. I signed him in my other one. It looks like a very solid defensive line there. Good linebacker. Jamie Collins, solid middle linebacker. Yeah, linebackers are good. Now this is the question. Oh man, look at that. 285s. Logan Ryan and Malcolm Butler. Malcolm Butler is my favorite player because of what he did in the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. Because the Seahawks are just not a fan of the Seahawks. Not a fan at all. So that's what we're going to be facing. That is Sebastian Janikowski, Ryan Allen. I got some picks. Oh, look, they got traded. You see what's on their practice squad. That's funny. Tywan Jones. So, going back to Mr. Tom Brady here. Look at that. Statistics. skills. I mean, there's not much more. Not very elusive, doesn't much trucking, but, stand in the pocket quarterback, you can't get much better than that. And he's just gaining him legacy, and I love how Madden does this. This is amazing that they just track every player like that, and then they even do their training. They even get training experience. I mean, this game's the last Madden I played was 2008, so it's come a long ways since 2008. Believe me, because unfortunately, you know what that stopped doing? Making Maddens for PCs, and I've never owned a console. I actually don't own the PlayStation I'm playing on. It's my stepson's, so I'm borrowing it from him. So that's just not. I missed all those years of Madden, so that's why I just find this Madden amazing. Let's look at LeGarrette Blount's statistics, stats. Yeah, acceleration, carry, VC vision. Look at all in the 90s. Not very elusive, but where's his trucking? Toughness is 95. Trucking. I can't see trucking. Oh, trucking, 96. I mean, he's just going to run people over. And compare that to Eddie Lacy, who, I guess is pretty solid. Let's take a look real quick here at kind of Eddie Lacy versus LeGarrette Blount. One too many. Eddie Lacy's trucking is 90. Oh, I'm doing +2 on the, because he's got so much confidence. But can't Eddie Lacy? It's so unfortunate that he just liked cheeseburgers so much, because he was a really decent running back. I mean, the first 2 years he was with the Packers, he did really well, and then he just didn't want to play football anymore. That heart wasn't there. It's just a shame. Nice thing about Madden, once you get the high mortar trait, they don't take plays off. So I plan on using Eddie Lacy until he's 30, and then we'll go from there. So that'd be kind of nice. Let's head back to the Patriots again. See if we can find schedule. Like, oh, you know what? I wonder if you do it over here. Team schedule. Yeah. So the Patriots. Regular season. Look at that. So they beat the Cardinals, lost to the Dolphins, lost to the Texans, and went on a big winning streak. They lost to the Broncos by a point, and they killed the Dolphins again. How do the postseason games look? Yeah, they didn't win by, well, just like us, that the division play game was much closer. They played the Jets in the finale there. Let's look at how Tom Brady, how many passes did he throw? One. Oh, okay. Tom Brady got sacked a lot. So how did LeGarrette Blount do? See, he didn't really do that great. So this is what kind of scares me, is those wide receivers with that great quarterback throwing to them. How the Packers are going to do against that, and this defense that has several stars on it. I mean, they were 13-3 for a reason. So the Packers got their hands cut out. I guess that's the term for them to see. Is the head coach going to win a Super Bowl in his first year? I mean, didn't Doug Peterson just do that for the Eagles? No, maybe that wasn't his first year. I'm not sure. Has any coach won a Super Bowl in their first year? Because I really don't know the answers to that question. Anyways, we're going to follow up this episode. This is going to be the end of the episode. And we're going to follow it up by doing a Super Bowl special. Next episode is going to be 30 minutes of the Super Bowl. We're going to slow sim the whole thing. It's going to be great. Watch it. Likes. Leave comments. I want to get this channel going good. Let me know what you think. How about, how's it sound and everything? It's great, guys. Thanks for everything. Y'all have a good night, good day, good whatever. And we'll see you in the Super Bowl. And also, let's go Packers. And let's have a good draft, which is coming up in real life.